I'm back again. So today I'm gonna talk about top 10 Netflix shows. Well, like during the quarantine, I have watched a lot of shows. So today I'm gonna recommend you guys some shows. Okay, so let's start with the first one. The first one is Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. There are 3 seasons for this show. It's like basically about like half model girl who must choose between the wish world of her family and mortal world of her friends and school and boyfriend at her 16th birthday. I really like this show because it's exciting. It's fun to watch. Like when you're bored or something like that, you can just binge watch it, and yeah. And the lead actors are really good looking, I can tell you that. Lock and Key is a story of a group of plucky kids exploring a rambling house filled with magical keys. And those keys include the Mastic key, like which start the fires, and the Hate key, which lets you rummage around your brain, and the Ghost keys, which lets you become a ghost and fly around everywhere. And there are more keys. I finished the show in a day. Yeah, it's really fun to watch. You can't stop watching it. And for the third one is Money Heist. It's set in Madrid, like a mysterious man named Professor. He recruits a group of 8 people who choose the city's 4 code names to carry out an ambitious plan that involves entering the royal mint of Spain and escaping with 2.4 billion euros. And after taking 67 people for hostage inside the mint, the team plans to remain inside for 11 days to print the money, as they do with the elite police forces. And in the event succeeding the initial heist, the group are forced out of hiding and find themselves preparing for a second heist. This time on the Bank of Spain, as they again deal with the hostages and police forces. This show is legit. Fun fact, I skip classes and skip online classes to watch this show, only this show. I can tell you one thing, it's worth skipping classes for, yeah. And for the fourth one, I present you the Queens Gambit. There's only 1 season for this show, and it's the only show in here that I've never watched it because I didn't have time. So beginning of mid-1950s and to 1960s, the story is about an orphan chess prodigy on her rise to becoming the world's greatest chess player, while struggling with emotional problems and drugs and alcohol, something like that. I can't say much about this show because I've never watched it, but so many people say that it's a really good show, and even people who don't know how to play chess say it's good. So I think it's good, and I'm gonna watch it sometime, and you guys should watch it too. The fifth one is Stranger Things. There are 3 seasons for this show. The first season focuses on the investigation into the disappearance of a young boy called Bill. It's about supernatural events occurring around the town, including the appearance of a girl with psychokinetic abilities. And the second season focuses on the real side effects from being in Upside Down, with its entities crawling into a real world. And the third season focuses on Eleven's and Mike's relationship as the kids continue their battle against the Upside Down entities. This is really fun. I have watched it twice, I guess. But the first season is kind of a little bit boring, but second season and third season is the best. And the 6th one is Black Mirror. And there are 5 seasons for this show, but it's not that much. Like there's only like 3 EPs for the season. It's like an anthology series exploring a twisted high-tech multiverse where humanity's greatest innovations and darkest instinct collide. Like it's about technologies, how like technologies affect our lives, something like that. And some people say like they watched this and they were so scared, so they put a sticker at the camera when they sleep. The next one, the 7th one, is You. There are 2 seasons. It's like basically about Joe Goldberg, a bookstore manager and a serial killer in New York City who, upon meeting a Gimvenier Beck, an aspiring writer, becomes infatuated with her, and he feeds his toxic obsession using social media and other technology to track her presence and remove obstacles to their romance. I really like this show though. It's so fun and it's exciting. Like everything is like, wow. Here's the 8th one, The Haunting of Hill House. There's only 1 season for the show. So it's basically about like in summer of 1992, Hughes and Olivia Crane and their 5 children, like they renovate the mansion in order to sell it. And however, like due to the unexpected repairs, they have to stay longer in that house, and they begin to experience increasing paranormal phenomena, resulting in a tragic loss and the family fleeing from the house. And 26 years later, the Crane siblings and their estranged father reunite after another tragedy strikes them again. And they are forced to confront how their time in Hill House has affected each of them. Yeah, this is like the horror show, but it's not that scary. Like I can watch it alone. There's a little bit jump scare, but it's not that scary. But it's so good. You should watch it. Last but not least, this one is The Rain, and there are 3 seasons for the show. The Rain tells a story of a group of survivors who are quarantined inside a war zone, and they have to try to like find a cure while escaping the clutches of the evil organization called Apollon, which is like responsible for creating the deadly virus that spreads via rain. I have watched this too, and it's kind of fun, exciting. And here comes the last one. This one is 13 Reasons Why, and there are 4 seasons for the show. The show revolves around high school student Clay Jensen and the aftermath of the high school student Hannah Baker's suicide, who leaves behind a box of 13 cassette tapes in which she details why she chose to end her life and people she believed are responsible for her death. And this show made me think, like, is that really happen in high school in US? Like, it's really intense. Like the bullying and the racism and something like that is so intense. Okay, so that is all for top 10 Netflix shows that I've gathered for you guys. I hope you guys like that. I have watched almost all of them, and they're all good. Most of it, and so I want you guys to watch it if you guys have time, but if you guys don't have time, it's alright. Just don't skip classes and watch. Like me is a bad example, and I don't want you guys to do that. So see you later in the next video. Bye.